Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another Magic video. Today we're going to play some more Mythic rank in MTG Arena. We're going to play Constructed. As you can see, there's only 3 hours left, but this is the first time I've reached Mythic, and I've seen a lot of very unique decks. So I'd like to go ahead and try that out. Let me slide this up a little bit. So that's probably too high. Yeah, right there. We'll come back and check on it. So I'll show you the deck real quick that I will be playing. I've been playing this Archon Control. Yes, I know it's 61 cards. In fact, let me go ahead and cut a Birth of Meletus, and we'll leave the rest as is. This deck has been doing pretty well for me. Let's go ahead and jump in a best of one and try to get some game wins today. I played a little bit already this morning, and I think I ended 3-2 my first little spurt I did this morning. So obviously I'm not hoping to get top 1200 before the season ends in like 3 hours, so alright, let's see. This hand actually looks pretty decent. There's no card draw, but I'm going to keep it. Get a Yorion on top. We don't need that. We want more lands. We'll play the Hallowed Fountain tapped and pass it back. We've got Absorb Mana next turn.
Just the trick for this.
Alright, so they ripped that Absorb out of our hand. Well, we got to the Archon. If I had to guess, I'd say, yeah, it's probably going to die this turn. It may not. They may just, yeah, they're going to pull another card out of our hand. Probably take the Conqueror's Death. Yep. So I think we just go ahead and attack the player here. No need to deal with the Narset. It's at 1, not really hindering me. See, if they got double burn, we're in pretty good shape with the Absorb from the Scorching Dragonfire. I'm gonna try a Bone Crusher Giant. I think we go ahead and absorb that, or the stomp side of Bone Crusher Giant, so that their other removal is useless, and we save ourselves from a 4-3 later. So we'll play the Hallowed Fountain tapped, and continue the beats. The reason I don't Banishing Light here is if they play, I think it's Extinction Event, they can get both the Archon and the token that I would make from the Banishing Light. Yep, there's the Extinction Event. So now, I think I go ahead and play the Yorion as a big body. I don't get to blink anything. That's unfortunate, but I've got another threat on the board that doesn't die to the, well, it dies to that, Scorching Dragonfire. Alright, so I will play my own Narset. Try to get some cards here. And I think we'll just pass. We've got a Narset sitting there. We're okay with that. They're going to Dragonfire our Narset. That's fine. So I'm going to make sure and play the Elspeth Conquers Death they know about. And they killed my Narset. I can get it, I guess, or one of the creatures back. Shark Typhoon for sure, too, sure. There's a Nicol Bolas, okay. We're gonna exile a land. Yeah, let's do a land. They shocked that in. That's odd. Oh, it's not a, Alright, so their spells cost 2 more. Should be safe from counter spells here. We'll get their Nicol Bolas with this Elspeth Conquers Death. We'll get back a Yorion and blink the other one next turn. If they don't get the one that's on 2 counters anyways. Alright, so we'll make their spells cost 1 more. Oh, did they exile Yorion? Oh yeah, Extinction Event exiles. Alright. So I think we'll just pass. We'll make a big shark creature on their instep. Let's cycle this for 4. It may have removal for it here. Oh, they didn't. I am very surprised. Well, let's try to get in for 4 here. Brazen Borrow. Okay. Let's cast Birth of Meletus. We'll go get a land. And then we'll play the Temple of Enlightenment. Yorion's good. And then we'll go in turn. They're going to speed up the clock here. Kept this one on top. Shark Typhoon. That I can Banishing Light next turn. So I think that's probably going to be the play. It's going to be Shatter the Sky first. Destroy all creatures. And then we'll Banishing Light the Shark Typhoon. Oh, they have a negate. That's not good. Should have done that the other way around. Alright, this game's going downhill quick. Yeah, they can destroy creatures. Let's see. If we play... It doesn't really do us much good, does it? What did that do? Oh, he gets my abilities, of course. Alright, we're gonna return this guy to your hand. Draw a land that doesn't make any difference. Play Yorion. Blink Teferi. And pass it back. Alright, so they're going to kill my Yorion. Attack my Teferi, sure. And a Dragonfire, yep. Oh man, they took the negate. Alright. So I think we're out of luck here. We get to make a big shark. Oh no. Alright. I'm calling this one. I shouldn't have let that resolve. I should have cycled first. And then sacked the land. Alright, let's jump in another one here. That was a Grixis control deck. I didn't see any Ashiok, but Nicol Bolas's card, haven't seen in a long time. In Standard. Alright, I get to go first. This hand looks promising. We're gonna keep. Let's play the Temple first. I don't really want to Castle Vantress. Nah, we'll put that down. Shadow Spear. Play the Birth of Meletis, get a land. We'll probably have to shock that Hallowed Fountain in next turn to have Absorb or Narset, whichever one we choose. Or they just pass it back. Yeah, I think we play Narset here. Pay 2 life, play Narset. We've got a blocker. See what we get off Narset. Whole bunch of options. I think I want that to Fairy. If it was a couple turns later and I was close to 6 lands, I probably would have taken the Shark Typhoon. Oh, this is that vampire deck, I believe. So let's see what we get off Narset. There's a Shark Typhoon. We'll take that this time. And we're going to bounce their Bloodthirsty Aerialist to their hand. We'll draw yet another card. Omen of the Sea is pretty good. We'll play the Aerialist again. And pass it back. Alright, so we'll go Fabled Passage this time. We'll get some blue mana. +1. And then I think we got a Banishing Light that Aerialist. Otherwise it's gonna kill some of our planeswalkers. So I can Omen of the Sea on their end step, and then Shark Typhoon the next turn. Yeah, Pridemate's good. Sure, what's that give him? Trample and life thing. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll cast the Omen. Filter some cards here. Castle Ardent Veil's good. We'll take that. We don't need another Narset. We've got another in our hand still. We'll play an island. +1 to Fairy. And play the Shark Typhoon. We can survive with all these permanents until next turn. I think we're in pretty good shape. The Heliod's not good. He's gonna attack. I can block with my little wall. It'll make their Pridemate bigger. So alright, so here's what we do. I think I want to play the Yorion to blink the Banishing Light and to get the Pridemate. Yeah, let's try it. One, two, three, 4 permanents. We'll move to instep, get them all back. We're going to Banishing Light the Pridemate. We'll put both of these on the bottom, don't need those. Ooh, Johnny's good. Pretty good there, guy. So the equip, I don't think they can attack. Oh yeah, he got huge. Alright, so I will not block here. I don't see any reason to block. Shadow Sky's good. Kinda wish I could save my Yorion though. Well, that's tempting. Elspeth Conquers Death is good too. Let's play the Scryland. That down. So I think I gotta deal with this Johnny. And I can chump with the shark. Daxos, okay. What's this thing do? When a creature you control attacks, creature loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. That's not great. I've not been able to use this absorb. I think I got huge. No attacks, okay. So they're out of mana now. Let's see what we get. I think I take the Shark Typhoon, and then we have to shatter this guy. Alright, so I got a Teferi. I don't think I want to... I think I want to be able to absorb what they play next turn. I'd really like to keep that Elspeth Conquers Death, but I want to counter their next threat that they play. Yeah, counter that one. Hopefully they don't have 2. Yeah, sure. Got me on the pacifism. Alright, so now I think we can start going to town on some creatures off that Shark Typhoon. Probably cast a second Shark Typhoon, actually. We're gonna get back Yorion? Ah, it's a fairy. We're gonna blink that Heliod, I believe. We'll make a 6/6. Turn the Heliod to your hand. Hope to draw another counter spell. I don't know how many. Oh, we drew one, but it's the Dovin's Veto. And we'll pass it back to him. I think I've only got one more absorb in the deck, so not a lot of hard counters left. But the Veto will get that. We got an army of flying sharks here. Alright, go Sharks, go. Well, that's worrisome. Did not realize that's the way that worked. So I need to deal with that stupid enchantment. +1 here. Let's get some more. Yes, I want to play this Narset. 2 more Shark Buddies. And I want to keep this Narset. Let's not mess that up. Find something awesome here. Elspeth Conquers Death. That'll do. We're going to go ahead and cast that bad boy. And we got it. Alright, still at 90% Mythic. But that was a different deck as well. We've noticed there's, I think once people reach Mythic, they're a lot more likely to try cards out because they've already reached the highest rank in the game that you could possibly get. So yeah, I'm all there. I get it. Okay, this hand's pretty bad because of the lands here. I'll mulligan that one. This hand's better by a lot. I think I want to put down the Elspeth Conquers Death. Oh, not that one. Hallowed Fountain's going to enter tapped. Pass it back. Probably play the... Oh, they got black. Oh no, here's a Thought Erasure. You're probably going to take the Absorb. Yeah. Figured that was coming. Alright, we did get a Narset, so that's good. I'm going to leave mana up for our Omen this turn, so we can maybe draw some more lands. Filter our draws. Plan to play the Narset next turn unless they play something that will kill it this turn. Yeah, Othakai is okay. Come on, Omen, give me something good. 2 Scrylands aren't going to do it. Birth of Melitus would. Alright. So we got Narset sitting here. We'll take another Omen. Yeah, we'll pass it back. Do the Narset ability first. We'll take a Teferi. And we'll play a Hallowed Fountain tapped. And I think we're going to pass it back because we can Omen of the Sun if they threw some blockers out, which they didn't. So that's good. So let's go ahead and Omen here. Let's try for Teferi. Teferi sticks. I can't play anything on my turn. I think we'll just pass. We got plenty of lands here. Shatter's fine. And for some reason they conceded. I did see a whole lot there. Thought Erasure, Othakaya. banish out of this guy. So looks like an Esper control deck. I've seen some Esper control decks that have been playing. Oh, what's the name of that card? The 2-drop 2/2. When you play a multicolor spell, he gets plus, or he gets a, he makes a 1/1. Then I'm gonna go look it up right now. Hero Precinct 1. That's the name of it. So I have seen some people playing that guy in Esper control decks and blue-white control decks. Which is funny because I think last week I tinkered around with an old standard deck and I was like, I think this guy's good. I didn't play any games with it, but turns out when I got to Mythic, I think a lot of other people thought he was good as well. So this hand's pretty good. The mana base is much better. I don't have a whole lot of action here though. But I've got card filtering, I've got Narset. We'll try it. So we're going to play the Fountain first. Save that Temple for a little later. Alright, let's make them think we don't have double blue. By playing the castle this turn. Just gonna play the Omen. I kinda want both of these. Now let's put the land down. We'll take the Shark Typhoon. And we drew another land anyways, so let's go ahead and play Teferi here. Next turn we're probably going to play Narset. I assume this is the Bant deck with Euro. I might be wrong. Oh, they have a Teferi as well. Okay. So let's go ahead and play a Scryland. Put that on the bottom as well. Ah, I did that backwards. Man, I'm so bad. I should have Narset it first. I still wouldn't have seen anything. Ooh, Teferi. Okay. The second time I've seen him. Activated abilities anytime you could. Draw a card, discard a card. Creature you don't control phases out. Take 2 extra turns after this one. Alright, so let's do this the right way. Oh, not. Let's take Shark Typhoon. We will cast a Temple. Put that on the bottom. And we'll plus Teferi. I think that's all we've got. We can cycle the Typhoon to try to get some damage in on either Teferi. Yeah, can't deal with that one. Had the Dovin's Veto in my hand, but it didn't do much. Let's cycle the Typhoon to get a blocker. Oh no, I didn't realize you could phase out now. Jeez. Alright. We drew Banishing Light, so that's good. I think we go ahead and kill this Teferi. That's fine. You can draw discard. And we're banishing light this to fairy. And we're gonna plus and play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Grow Spiral's good. I guess I probably could have shocked that in to have blockers. Yeah, no blocks there. This fairy's going down. Alright, the Elspeth Conquers Death is really good. We're gonna get rid of that Nissa. The fairy's gonna die though. Yep, fairy goes down. Let's see what they got. Ooze. That's not a good one to see. It's gonna exile all my targets for the Elspeth Conquers Death. Alright, so I got Yorion. Doesn't do a whole lot for me here. You see, I've only got the Shark Typhoon in my graveyard. They have one card in hand. 6, 7, 8. I think I gotta risk it and play the Shark Typhoon here. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. No attacks. We're going to save that to block the ooze. And they concede a bunch of lands on their turn, or on their part. Well, I'm at 91% now. I don't know if that's good or bad. I haven't read how the percentages work. I don't know if there's 91% of the people that are better than me, or if there's only 9% better than me. I'm sure it's not 9%. I just made Mythic. Check out the store, see what's going on in the store. I always like checking the store because sometimes you'll get free gold. Yesterday, I think it was free 300 gold. See, I've already got those. Robber the Rich. Don't really want that one. A lot of these card styles I don't get unless it's something I really play. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pass on that one. See where we're at here. We're at 20 minutes or so. I think we probably got enough time for a couple of games. Trying to keep these videos under an hour. Go ahead and jump in another game here. So I think we played, what, 3 games, 4 games, something like that. We've seen 3 or 4 different decks. Totally different than... Oh, this hand's bad. This hand's real bad. This hand's good-ish. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. Put a Shark Typhoon down. Leyline. You tap a creature for mana. Add green. No, I don't like the way this is looking. They're down to 2 cards in their hand. I'm really kind of nervous. I should have kept the first hand with all the absorbs. Alright, we got a Teferi. Let's go ahead and play the Birth of Meletis, get a land out of the deck. Hopefully they just go nowhere with all this craziness. They played all the cards in their hand in the first 3 turns. Alright, so I think we go ahead to Fairy here. Bounce. The Intubation Druid. They're going to play it again next turn. And then I'll Shatter the Sky. And I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't concede after that. Let's go ahead and Shatter. I still got 5 mana. They're a mana ahead of me. Oh, they drew the Nissa. Oh, man. Oh, that was bad. Alright, we can play... No, we still can't play the Shark Typhoon. Play the Yorion as a blocker. Start beating on Nissa there. Oh, I didn't even think about it. This gets triple green from this? Yeah, triple green. I wonder what the red is for. I'm really confused. Put a +1 counter on creatures, okay. Alright, let's go to combat. We're gonna attack Nissa. Go and play the Shark Typhoon and hope we live another turn. Next turn I can attack Nissa again and then Shatter the Sky afterwards. We'll both draw a card, but I was just going straight to attacks? Okay. Surprised they didn't do that on their Temple Garden. I guess they're trying to prevent being wiped out of all their mana. Alright, this guy didn't have reach, right? Nope, Vigilance and Haste. We will attack Nissa. Kill Nissa, and then we can Shatter the Sky. Now they've got 3 mana left. We have all the manas. Ooh, we drew an Absorb. That's great. We'll just pass it back to him. So we can start making 1/1s with the Castle Arden Vale. And have Absorb mana this turn. Nope, that's not going to happen. So I'll go get some much needed blue mana here. And I'll make a 1/1. Dolphin's Veto, that's great too. Attack her for 4, man. Yeah, we'll counter all your Nissas now. Make another 1/1. Attack with everybody. Increase the clock. We'll take The last absorb. Paradise Druid, that's fine. Good game. I was touch and go there for a second. I was like, oh my gosh. They have Leyline, they have Nissa, lands with counters on them, lands producing triple green. So we got a Mirror Maid there, pretty cool. Let's jump into one more here. And somebody called Codex, is that right? Is that what I read? Yeah, Codex. Alright, this hand's not good against mono red, but I think it's good against everything else. Let's try it. Or Giant Sacrifice. Or the black-red sacrifice deck. Elspeth Conqueror's death is no good against the fast aggro decks that just play like 1 or 2 drops. Obviously, because it kills something 3 or bigger. So I'm excited to only slide down to gold 1 from what I was reading. From reaching Mythic. We gotta keep that land on top. Need to get those Elspeth Conqueror's death. Oh, let's fake not having double white again. I don't think it really matters a whole lot. Now we've got it. So they missed their land drop there. They got a scry land that time. Kept it on top. And I think we'll play this. And we'll pass it back. We need some card draw. We need some card selection. Something going on here. We've drawn nothing but... I'm going to go ahead and let the first one resolve. That's fine. Don't want it coming back. I guess if it does, we can Elspeth Conqueror's Death it. But this is so odd. Not drawing a Planeswalker, an enchantment outside of the Elspeth Conqueror's Death, Banishing Lights. You can get the second one too. That's fine. Growth Spiral's good, yep. What a Shark Typhoon right here would be really nice. Teferi's good. Teferi's really good. So we'll go ahead and play the Teferi now that they're tapped out. We'll +1 and pass. Got Absorb, Dove, and Veto mana up here. They're going to play a Teferi. We'll counter that. Alright, so that's pretty good. Let's see what they get off the top here. They got a Nissa, so we'll definitely need to keep counter spells for that. And Banishing Light, their Narset, and we have Absorb for their Nissa. Or for their Elspeth Conqueror's Death. And a concession. Alright, that one ended pretty quick, so let's go ahead and jump in one more. So I went up or down or sideways, I'm not sure, to 92%. Don't know what that means. I'll have to Google it later. So I will say, now I just reached Mythic yesterday about 2 or 3 o'clock, so it's been less than 24 hours that I've been at this rank. I'm going to keep this one. This is different. Ooh, we're playing against some kind of Gruul deck. Okay. Absorb on top. I really need double blue. Well, yeah, that's fine. I can play the Temple next turn, then have counter spells for the following couple of turns. They're probably going to jump to what's that? The 4/4 that deals damage to planeswalkers? Yeah, Questing Beast. That's the name of that card. So now I have to have a board wipe. Speak of the devil. Go ahead and end turn. Counter anything relevant they may have. Robber the Rich. We'll let that hit. I'm going to steal a card off the top of my deck. Which was apparently a land. Oh no! I got click happy. I meant to play the Omen of the Sun and block the Robber. Let's go, Shadow of the Sky. Hope they don't have a Questing Beast followed up. I guess if they do, I've got the Elspeth Conquers Death. I need a turn to kind of reset here. Ugh, Robber's really good here. And it got my Narset. Oh no. Are they going to play it? Prevent me from drawing cards? They are. Alright, yeah. Not sure what they're trying to get. Apparently they don't know either. We're going to play the Scrylands. Sun's Grace, that's good. Archon's good here if I can live that long. Probably trying to find Embercleave. I've got the mana for Embercleave here. I need to draw that card. I can't have them taking it. They did get an Omen. Okay. Omen's pretty good for them. Lets them fill their cards up, fill their hand up again. One's not one at the bottom. Spellbreaker. Alright, so we drew another Elspeth Conquers Death. I think I've got to do this now. I got to let them continue stealing cards with the Robber or the Rich. Next turn, if I can avoid having to play the Elspeth Conquers Death, I can play the Archon. There's a Questing Beast, so that'll put me at 2. What did they draw? They drew a Banishing Light. So I think this game's pretty much over. I guess the Heliod's intervention's good. Let's see, how much life would I gain? I'd gain 4 times 2. I'd gain 8. If I play anything else, I just die. We'll go ahead and let them attack. I want to do this before that resolves, though. X is going to equal 4. Hurt myself. Pay it all. I get 10, they get a land. Oh, Embercleave. Good game. That was a tough spot there. Alright, still at 91%, whatever that means. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, seeing some different decks. I think we saw 5, 6 different decks here at Mythic level. So yeah, it's been quite a bit different playing in the Mythic rank than it has climbing up through the ladder. I played a lot, and I mean a lot, of the same mono red deck, the same black red sacrifice deck, the same black white sacrifice deck, the same Teamer Reclamation. It's just 95% of the decks were all the same. As you see, we've been playing about an hour now, and we've played a different deck every game. So I think once people have reached Mythic, they're more likely to try tinkering with the deck and figuring out what works better, how to get an edge on people, and trying unique cards, which I think is really what the game's about. It's all about having fun and, you know, that metagame over metagame. Just trying to figure out what to do. Once again, if you would like my Facebook page, it is, let me go to it real quick. I was not prepared. I did not have this pulled up. So my Facebook page is Mr. Changeling MTG. You'll find me on there. I do a live video every Sunday at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. And then I will share these videos. We do giveaways every week. Sometimes they're from Valkyrie Gaming in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, one of the game stores here. Sometimes they're from Ken's Comic Man, another game store here in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. So, yeah, go there. You'll get all the awesome content that I share there. I say it's awesome. Maybe it's my opinion. Maybe you guys think it's awesome. Maybe it's just junk. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.